What up, Sade?
Careful, Meghan. The tea is hot.
Recently, we discussed Meghan's interview with Emma Grede for the Aspire with Emma Grede podcast. We had so many takeaways. It was so much that I'm even considering doing a part 2 because I didn't even get to touch on everything that stood out to me. But something specific that stood out to me and kind of always stands out to me was Meghan's look in this interview. Of course, both ladies looked flawless, but there is something to be said about a navy suit. As a matter of fact, y'all know how much I love navy blazers, particularly pinstripe. And while this suit wasn't pinstripe, it was navy, and it was so perfectly tailored, I have to talk about it. So today's video is a Sussex style, and we have to get into Meghan's look, but don't you fret. Although her style might be a little bit out of most budgets, I did find some comparable items in every budget. I'm so excited to get into it, so let's get started.
If you could rewrite your public narrative from scratch, is there anything that you would do differently? Is there any part of you that feels any sense of imposter syndrome? Going global, how can we not? When you think about the failure rate for first-time entrepreneurs, does that ever concern you?
My faith is greater than my fear. When my husband and I, we think about investments that we make, is it value aligned? Is it mission driven? It is perfectly okay for me as the founder and the owner of this company to say, sorry, what does that mean? And at a certain point, the only thing I want spread thin is my jam.
And what it truly means to own your own narrative.
It was a great way to get my voice back.
In this revealing episode of the Aspire podcast, Meghan shares the hidden cost of ambition, how vulnerability fuels her resilience, and why her vision remains unapologetically bold.
Thank you for clicking on my video, and if you're returning, welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to be talking about Meghan's linen 3-piece suit from Ralph Lauren collection that she wore to interview with Emma Grede for the Aspire with Emma Grede podcast. Now, it's been a couple of days. We've dissected the interview. We have so much to talk about still, even after my recap, but today is dedicated to the style. So before we get into that, if you haven't already, please don't forget to go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, and please don't forget to share so that more people can find us. This information is coming directly to us from whatmeghanwore.net. They are one of my favorite style websites, and they center all things Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, and her style. Now, they have actually pinpointed this 3-piece suit to be from the Ralph Lauren collection, and they've broken it down piece by piece as always. They are linked in the description box below if you want to check out these resources for yourself. The jacket is the Parker linen jacket in Luxe Navy. This retails for $1,790. The vest, again, is from Ralph Lauren collection, and it's the Jaden linen vest in Luxe Navy for $990. And the pants are the Dean linen pants, and they are $1,090. Now, I don't think this is going to be a surprise to anyone, but the shoes are Aquazzura, and they are the Savoy 105mm mesh cutout pumps in black. Now, they retail for $795, but they are no longer available. Now that we've had a look at Meghan's flawless outfit, and it makes sense for Meghan and Meghan's budget, I still want everyone to be able to dress for success. So I found comparable items in every price range. So let's take a look. Once again, Meghan's jacket is from Ralph Lauren, and it's the Parker linen jacket in Luxe Navy. This retails for $1,790. However, I have 3 comparable items. First, this one is from Favorite Daughter, and it's the Favorite blazer in navy pinstripe, and it's $348. After that, I have Mango's fitted suit jacket for $89.99 in navy. And lastly, Banana Republic has the sculpted suit blazer in navy, and this one retails for $80. Right now, they have a 50% off deal going. I will also link this in the description box below in the event that you want to take advantage. Now, let's talk about the waistcoats. Meghan's vest is the Ralph Lauren Jaden linen vest. The color is Luxe Navy, and it retails for $990. However, Favorite Daughter also has a vest called the Favorite Vest. You guessed it, it's navy pinstripe, and it retails for $188. Next, we have Mango with the suit waistcoat with buttons in dark navy for $49.99. And lastly, we have Banana Republic. This is the linen blend classic vest in navy, and it retails for $55. Now let's get into the pants. Meghan wore the Ralph Lauren Dean linen pants for $1,090. These are wide leg with a pleat in the front, and they do have pockets. Next, we have Favorite Daughter, and they have the Favorite pant in navy, and these are a bit of a wide leg with a pleat in navy, and they retail for $228. Next, we have Mango, and these are the straight mid-rise pants in navy, and they retail for $49.99. And lastly, we're going to take a look at the bootcut sculpted pants from Banana Republic, and they retail for $50. Something I love about Banana Republic is that they also offer size variation. So they have regular sizes, then they have sizes specific to tall or more long people, and then they have sizes that are more fit to petite people or shorter people. I love that they have so many variations, and each size category has several sizes ranging from 0 to 20. Now, in my opinion, they should be going up to 24 at this point, but that's not always the case with different brands. I try to look for more size inclusive brands to put in these Sussex style videos because no one person has the only shape. Everybody comes in different shapes and sizes. Some people don't even have the same size group depending on the part of their body. So the upper body might be larger, the bottom part of the body might be smaller, or vice versa. You just don't know. Bodies are bodies. They are ever evolving. And so it's important for the clothes to fit the body. And it's important for brands to remember that. So I prefer to push more size inclusive brands. And I think Banana Republic is doing a great job, but I do feel like they should have a lot more plus size sizes available. I also want to point out, whenever we talk about Meghan in a suit, specifically when she wears pants, I always hear murmurs of people struggling to walk in wide leg pants. And I think that's so funny because I am a millennial. I came from the land of Jinko jeans and Lee pipes. And so we had wide leg pants. We had not only bell bottoms. I know some of y'all come from the land of bell bottoms, so this is not new to you. You are true to this. But for those of us who wore Jinkos and they were huge, and the pipes and they were huge and they were covering our whole foot, a wide leg pant is just another day. It's a walk in the park for me. So I love a good wide leg pant. But if you struggle to walk in a wide leg pant, I recommend wearing maybe a straight leg pant with a flare at the bottom, or having it hemmed so that it does not touch the ground, but it barely kisses the floor. And that really does depend on tailoring, something that I'm a big advocate for. And Meghan has talked about the importance of tailoring, even when you purchase clothes and maybe they aren't made custom, they're right off the rack. Like me, I don't get my clothes made custom, but I do customize my clothes to fit my actual body. And that changes the entire look. It also changes the variation of undergarments that you can wear. You can wear more comfortable undergarments when your clothes properly cover you. You don't have to try to find undergarments that will work with the clothes. You can wear your undergarments and have your clothes fit to make sense. Because something I cannot stand is a runaway bra strap, and you can see it and you're trying to get it to blend. And I don't like for people to be looking at my underclothes. I want you to look at my outfit. So I don't want to be going and buying a million different clothes to go with my clothes. I want to make sure that my clothes fit my body and properly cover me. And so tailoring is one of the ways that I do that. I also emphasize the fact that if wide leg pants aren't your thing, and they're not for every body type. Sometimes people who are pear shaped struggle with wide leg pants because it can really give you an oval look and it can really make you look wide. Not every time, but for people who might be shorter and might be pear shaped, wide leg pants probably aren't the best thing. But I will say what does it for you is probably a straight leg or a cigarette pant or a nice pleated trouser. Just my recommendation. But it's important to wear clothes that make sense for your body type. Fashion and style is not meant to be replicated exactly. It's meant to be an inspiration, because essentially it's self-expression. So while Meghan wore this outfit and it looked wonderful for her, and we do know that she is known for a good wide leg pant, that makes sense for her. So when you see this look and you want to adapt this to your own life, I would say look at my body type. What type of shape looks good on me? Maybe I have shorter legs, and for someone like myself who's 5'5", depend on the shoe, I'm 5'6", but I'm 5'5", barefoot. I don't typically wear wide leg pants. I wear straight with a flare, and it makes my legs look much longer, and it gives your butt a little lift. So it actually makes you look longer. I'm also very mindful of clothes that bunch in the abdomen area, because what I don't want is to become an oval. Again, us short people, we have to make adjustments. And so it's important for my clothes to fit and be form-fitting, but not be tight. And so I get my clothes tailored, and I also make sure that I take a look at those measurements and I look at the type of clothes I wear. Also, for waistcoats, I prefer my waistcoats come about an inch below my waist, so that when I sit down, I don't have anything peeking. I'm not a peekaboo person. I do not like peekaboo anything. I especially don't like peekaboo cleavage. So I have everything tailored to make sense for that. And so I always recommend, when you're looking at someone's style and you want to adopt some of that, make sure you adopt it, but you make it your own. So maybe wide leg pants aren't easy for you to walk in, or they don't look good on you. Don't do them. Do straight leg, do trouser, maybe do long fit or straight leg with a flare. There's so many variations. Some people might even look at this and say, you know what, I want to make this a little bit more casual. Maybe it's a Friday, so I'll take the waistcoat and I'll just do a denim and a white t-shirt or no t-shirt and just wear it like that. That might be cute, and maybe even roll pants and put on some kind of loafer. There's a million and one things you can do with this look, especially since it's 3 pieces. So we have to get to the shoe, but just before we move on, I wanted to remind people that those wide leg pants are not mandatory. And since so many people seem to struggle walking in wide leg pant, I recommend maybe 1, having them hemmed, or 2, just wearing a flare. Just my suggestion. Let's move on to the shoe. Meghan is known to rock a mean Aquazzura pump, and this time was no different. She wore the Aquazzura Savoy 105mm mesh cutout pumps in black, and they retail for $795, although at the moment they are no longer available. So I found some comparable pumps that are similar at different price points. First, we have FSJ Shoes, and that's fsjshoes.com. These are the black patchwork pointed toe cutout stiletto pumps. These retail for $99. Next, we have the FSJ Shoes custom-made women's embossed pointed toe cutout black pumps, and these retail for $124. And they're embossed with a similar to a reptile print. It looks really cool. It looks like a patent leather or a faux leather, but it does have this embossed look that almost looks reptilian. It's actually pretty cool when you look up close. And lastly, we have something from The Real Real, which is Legends Suede Mesh Accent Pumps. I'm pretty sure I did not say that correctly. Maybe it's Legends. I don't know. I'm not going to get it right. I'm just going to move on. I know my strengths. This is not one of them. These retail for $65.25. Thank you so much for watching the SharionSade YouTube channel. I appreciate you watching my content. If you haven't already, please don't forget to go ahead and like this video by hitting the thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe by hitting the subscribe button. And don't forget to comment along the way. If you feel so inclined, please don't forget to share so that more people can find us. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Now let's get back to the video.
I'm Meghan, and I'm going to answer a few questions. As an auditioning actress, you learn a few things: have really thick skin, and also the value and importance of relationships. That is so key in business, and I've translated both of those to my current career. Kids, it's impossible to not make space for creativity. We have 2 little ones. They are now 4 and 6, so that is my after-school fun after a full day of work. I think I would say drown out all the noise and just listen to your voice. That I created something meaningful. That was fun. I love it when business gets to be both playful and purpose-driven. And you can hear more on Aspire with Emma Grede.
Once again, these items were identified by whatmeganwore.net, one of my favorite style blogs. And yes, they center all of their style and all of their blogs on Meghan's. And I wanted to point that out because at the time of recording this video, these were the most recent identified items. However, Women's Wear Daily published an article about this outfit, and they ID'd the jacket as Ralph Lauren's Russell silk linen twill jacket. I put them up against one another, whatmeganwore.net's ID as well as Women's Wear Daily's ID, and whatmeganwore.net's looks more like Meghan's, but I could be wrong. So I recommend until Meghan comes out and lets us know which one it is, just look at them both. And if you plan on replicating the outfit, look at the one that looks most like the picture, and I think that's the one that whatmeganwore.net identified. But I did check Meghan's Shop My. It isn't updated just yet with this outfit, but of course, once we have more of an update or something that's been verified, I will certainly let you know at that time. Both are great, both look good, but the Russell silk linen twill jacket looks a little bit big and it almost looks like a men's jacket. It doesn't look like the one that Meghan was wearing, but again, that's Women's Wear Daily, so they're probably right and I could probably be wrong. Who knows? But once I have it validated or verified, I will absolutely let y'all know. So that's all I have for y'all today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please let me know in the comments section below if you're inspired by this outfit and if you're going to replicate this outfit. If so, please tag me on social media if you do upload a photo of you in your outfit. Thank you all so much for watching. If you haven't already, please don't forget to go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, and please don't forget to share so that more people can find us, and I will see y'all next time. Bye!